raus aus diesem Geistertunnel hier. Ist ja echt schlimm, dass Luft alles anschlägen kann mit Gewalt. Aber hey, ohne hier gäbe es keine Subwoofer. Sollen sie nicht benutzen, oder? So würden wir sie benutzen. Ich sehe es schon. Ah, der Cutscene. Oh nein. Und wer taucht mit ihr am meisten auf? Ja, genau.
You look well rested, big boss. My, how you've changed. You became a demon for such little weapons as that? Well, I'm sure you'll see the bigger picture eventually. If you get out of here alive. Rest in peace this time. I'll see you in hell, boss.
The skulls. What's he doing to that soldier? Damn it, they're everywhere. Those skulls are too fast. He got a homing weapon. Boss, maybe it's time to see what the honeybee can do.
Und das war's schon für mich.
Snake, are you okay? Snake!
Nein, daran liegt es bestimmt nicht. Die Hühnerhaube wird mich auch hier nicht schützen. Die Verteidigung liegt daran, sicherzustellen, dass ich jetzt nichts infiltriere.
Damn it, they're everywhere. Now we're talking. We can forget about that bonus now.
Scheiße. Wie soll ich das denn machen? Überhaupt keinen Plan.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
Damn it, they're everywhere. Those skulls are too fast. If you had a holy one. Now we're talking.
Oh Mann. Ich muss einfach immer weiter feuern.
Hey, quit
Okay,
kidding
einen davon
around.
habe ich schon erledigt. Einen
Snake?
davon habe ich schon.
Snake!
Und es geht jetzt immer so weiter.
Damn it, they're everywhere. Now we're talking. We can forget about that bonus now. You took down the skulls. Boss, you really are a living legend. Don't call the chopper to get out of there. Bring the honeybee back to base.
Aber sie hauen trotzdem ab. Autofahren. Eigentlich habe ich den ja schon gerufen. Ne?
Please select a landing zone. Landing zone
Roger.
confirmed.
Überhaupt nicht gruselig.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Was ist eigentlich mit dem anderen Hubschrauber passiert? Dem gegnerischen.
All right, get in. Time to go. This is B-Quad. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal.
Exfiltrated hot zone. Battery development project has been added.
Mal sehen, was jetzt
Mission
kommt.
complete. Great work.
Immer wieder schön. Dieses Spiel.
So this unit in the mist, their speed, the way they jump, it's not human. And those deformities,
They attacked the Soviets too.
and that Grim Reaper look-alike in charge of them. That giant thing that carried him off. What the hell are they?
Cypher.
What do they want? What's their objective? Why Afghanistan? There's one more thing troubling me.
What happened to the Hamid?
Exactly. Whole squads of hardened Mujahideen killed without a fight, and no trace of BC weaponry. What does it all mean?
That's what we're here to find out.
Yeah, right. If we really need to know, the truth will reveal itself. Even if it's ugly.
Die hören wir gleich erstmal. Zur Entspannung.
Boss, I'm creating a new intel team to support you in our areas of operation. Members of this team will head out into the field and conduct reconnaissance. Knowing the strength of an enemy force beforehand will help you carry out missions more smoothly. We may also learn something about the Skullface man. So boss, that brings me to assigning staff to the intel team. There might be guys already assigned to other teams who are more suited to the intel team. Go ahead and reassign them as you see fit.
Sehr viele.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
we've had some new job offers come in.
Updated.
I've selected the ones I'd like you to handle and added them to the list. Take a look on your iDroid. The more missions you complete, the more we can expand Mother Base.
Please select a mission.
55.000, das, ich habe 284.000. Ich wollte ja noch was verbessern. Die Futonrettung.
Please specify a project.
Rettungsgerät hinzufügen, ermöglicht das Rausfahren von Geschützstellungen und Mörser. Sehr gut. Später. Können Sie mit der Umgebung verschmelzen? Sehr schön.
Please select a mission.
I had the R&D team analyze the honeybee.
How? The CIA wanted it with everything intact.
They took it apart to look at it. Then they put it back together. Everything intact.
That's the R&D boys, all right.
Turns out the honeybee's homing capabilities are a cut above previous manpads. It can detect a broad range of infrared wavelengths, and even ultraviolet for supplementary guidance.
Hence the name, huh?
Right. Honeybees rely on UV light to fly. With this device, flares don't do the target any good.
That's why the Soviets are losing so many gunships.
And why the CIA was so desperate to get it back. It wasn't just about preventing the Soviets from devising countermeasures. What if the likes of Iran got their hands on it?
American aircraft would be put at risk too.
We can use this tech to develop our own portable missile. That'll give us a huge advantage. It'll take a little time before the analysis results can be applied to actual implementation. But we'll keep moving with the research.
Ja, man erfährt immer sehr interessante Dinge.
We were lucky to get our hands on that cyborg arm developer. There's no one in Diamond Dogs who can so much as maintain that thing.
Bionic arm, not cyborg, if you go by what he calls it. But you're right, the East is light years ahead in bionics. They can even detect through the skin the slight electrical signals from the brain that order muscles to move. The Soviet Union completed their first bionic arm capable of doing that back in the 60s. Although I guess that news didn't really reach the West.
No kidding. Zadorov's was the only one I ever saw. Quite a shock to see it for the first time.
And it was no mean feat to get hold of Snake's arm. I couldn't get one for you at the time, but you know, now...
Forget it. I've no intention of relying on bionics. Right now I need to keep the pain fresh in my mind.
Well, it's your decision. But don't you find it... inconvenient?
Not a bit. But the phantom pain... it never lets up. Do you know how many men I saw die that day? There's nothing we can do to bring them back. And you expect me to care about getting a measly arm and leg back? Sorry. But my pain belongs to all our dead comrades. I'll keep living with it for their sake. It'll guide me straight and true until I've gotten them the vengeance they deserve.
Und dann die hier noch.
Diamond Dog's intel team specializes in information gathering, mainly HUMINT and SIGINT. They plant scouts and moles in the field. These operatives will blend into the local populace and work under the guise of a resident, or disguise themselves as travelers and ask around for information. They observe targets using various hidden bugs, cameras, and transmitters, and by tapping their satellite and phone communications.
Analyzing all this information creates a clear picture of how wars and the PFs fighting them are changing. This data can also be used for threat assessment when deciding whether to accept contracts from certain clients. And during missions, the intel team keeps track of target locations and produces FOM predictions, reporting mission-critical information based on real-time remote observation of changes in the AO. What you hear from us over the radio is based on how we interpret the data gathered at the command platform. However, intel team operatives go unarmed in almost all situations to avoid revealing themselves to the enemy. Some will carry a knife, but most have nothing at all. As such, don't expect them to help you take on heavily armed adversaries like PF soldiers. Think of them as entirely passive in the hot zone. Plus, they use all manner of techniques to remain inconspicuous in the field. If you ever spot one, you'll have some serious explaining to do. So remember, their specialty is espionage. They may not be of use in a firefight, but when it comes to intel, they're pros.
Ja.
Development project has been added.
Das dürfte es gewesen sein.
Please select a mission. Staff assigned. Unit function added.
Ja. Ist es eine Waffe? Die Hühnerhaube ist eine Waffe. Aber okay. Gut. Dann war's das wieder für heute. Dann sag ich Tschüss. Und Tschüss.